Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. I hope all is well. I'm just sitting here thinking about how it's already December 2nd. I feel like 2025 just started, 2026 is just around the corner. It's interesting to me. I feel like this year has not gone as quickly as last year went for me, but it's still moving at a decent clip, dude. I've been spending time with my aunt these last few days, and she's been asking me to go to Mexico and be with her for a few months. And when she first suggested it, I was sort of feeling like, no way. But I don't know. I'm really considering it, just being somewhere else for a few months. And just having like a completely different experience. I don't know. Sounds sort of good, So I don't know. I really don't know what I'm going to do about that, but I'm considering it. It's the energy of like, you only live once. It's funny because every once in a while I come across the idea that you should live your life, like your day, as if though it was your last day. When I first heard that, I was sort of like, that makes sense. You got to move things along. You got to not have any regrets, live life to the full, that kind of thing. But the more I think about it, the more I feel like, no, live your life as though it were your last day, dude. First of all, talk about a dysregulated system. If I knew I was going to die tomorrow, dude, and I lived in a continual, like a perpetual energy of like, this is my last day. First of all, I don't think that's sustainable. And I don't know how useful it is to think of life that way. It's like perpetually being chased by an invisible bear, that kind of energy. Although I have largely made my peace with the idea of death, but still. I think for me, I don't want to live my life as though there are unending days ahead of me. And I don't want to live as if though the house is on fire and today is my last day. For me, I prefer to live in the energy of the date and time of my departure is already set. And so I don't need to worry about it. All I need to concern myself with is the work of the day. Okay, what do I need to accomplish today? And the things that I need to accomplish in a day, they may not seem important to other people, right? If I made a list, which I will not do, but let's say I made a list of the things that I need to accomplish in a day, on any given day. If I shared those, there would be many people who would look at that and go, why would anybody spend time doing that? One, I'm not impressed with that judgment. Two, it makes sense to me that somebody else would not value that work because that work is meant for me. Do you see what I'm saying? They have their own work, things that they need to accomplish in that day. I don't spend time thinking about what other people need to accomplish in a day, dude. I don't have the desire to hand out my energy so freely in that way. I just trust that people are going to do or not do whatever they're going to do or not do. And I focus on me. I focus on my goals, the things that I need to accomplish in this life. All of the things that I want to accomplish in this life, will I be able to get to an end point where I feel like I did good in this life? What I was meant to do, I accomplished it. My feeling is, dude, if I died right this second, I feel good about my life, right? If you would like tally it all up, the wins and the losses, maybe the losses would outweigh the wins. It doesn't matter to me. It did for many years. It really did. I was so overly concerned about what people were thinking about me. The thing is, I don't think people are thinking about me. I think it's more a concern of what other people are thinking about us than time actually spent of people thinking about us. Now I live in the energy of like, if people are thinking or talking about me, how does that affect my everyday life? I'm not sitting here thinking negatively about people. So it's not on my conscience that somebody's thinking and talking negatively about me. Does that make sense? I just try my best to live life cleanly, dude, and stay in my own lane. My feeling is if I'm focused on the work that I'm meant to do, then like Rumi says, dude, the path will just become clearer and clearer. And so I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of what 2026 will bring. And I don't know what 2026 will bring. It could be good, bad, grievous. Very likely it'll be a combination of those things. But that's life. There's nothing unusual about that. Let's say I have moments where I'm grief-stricken in 2026. That experience would in no way be singular. People are grief-stricken all around the world. And so my experience is not unnatural in any way. And so there's no need to be afraid. In particular, because I stay on top of emotional processing, right? Difficult moments come through. Yes, they kick my ass. And maybe I hide away from them for a minute, dude, but I don't let 1 minute turn to 2. My intention is not to boast, dude. For me, that clarity, dude, it brings me freedom. And that's why I share these things, okay? I hope it'll inspire somebody. I hope it'll be useful. I also feel called to do this work. What can I tell you? That's my truth. Will I do this work forevermore? No. But as of today, December 2nd, 2025, it's still part of my daily work, dude. What can I tell you? It's my work. And I take myself seriously, so I take it seriously. It is sacred to me. Anyway, just a few thoughts as we go into the end of 2025. I've had a really good one, you guys. I hope it has been a good year for you too. You know, good doesn't have to mean free of pain. That just doesn't seem realistic. That's not what life is, you know? My hope and my wish is that as we move forward, we just learn how to navigate the ups and downs of life in a more productive way as we go along. It's really the best we can hope for in this life. That's my feeling. Anyway, I hope all is well, friends. Until next time, see y'all.